baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Chad Billingsley will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I look to get a W here in this one.
Steve Lombardozzi heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
This team has to be a small ball team. They're dead last in home runs. They're not hitting the ball out of the yard. They've got to find other ways to score. So work the count, get some walks, hit line drives and gappers, and that's how you win.
Nick Markakis is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
And you can tell that out there on the mound, he's definitely thinking about back-to-back strikeouts here to start off this ball game. He gets it to 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter, but then he can't come up with that put-away pitch, and he winds up serving up a 1-out single.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Shot towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Here's Chris Johnson now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that is not good.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Atlanta. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Mike Foltynewicz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ben Revere.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Ross on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
Ben Zobrist will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. Out in front of it, strike one. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And it was the offense that went south last time out. Managed only just 1 run in the loss yesterday. It's typical when you're in a cold streak like this. They just had a lot of trouble sustaining any kind of offense, and it definitely hurt them.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Brandon Jordan will stand in here with a chance to pad his RBI total. And as you can see, he currently sits 3rd in the National League in that category.
Well, and you know, guys, he's also been awesome at scoring runs. He's right up there with the leaders in that category as well.
And this is low, ball 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
All even now, 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, there's only a few guys that can swing it and flip it like Joey Bats. Jose Bautista. He enters this game atop the senior circuit in home runs, so his elite power has been on display all year. He can certainly change a game with only 1 swing, so we'll see if he shines bright in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And now Pierzynski can't get a handle on it as this gets away from him. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is flared right back over the mound. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Jose Bautista will stand in. Well, he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs.
Yeah, and here we are right in the middle of the summer, and he just continues to have a great year driving in runs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Line drive to left. And this ball gets down in front of Ross. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, a good job there to drive in their second run of the ball game. And that doubles what they were able to put together last time out. So you figure a good night's rest did these guys some good.
Adrian Beltre steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up the team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter is going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Right on the corner. 2-2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Phillies on top, 2-0. Andrelton Simmons will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Oh, and he misses it. So unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck.
Please.
Brock Holt is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Right field, number 30, Brock Holt.
A.J. Pierzynski will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
A.J. Pierzynski.
Slow bouncer to the right side. Foul ball, however, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, he might have just said, Look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phillies will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Cody Ross will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Little dribbler back at him. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he falls behind 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Darren Ruff steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Stepping in, Salvador Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Got him as Pierzynski puts that one right on the money to nail his man.
Well, he did a good job to get on base with the leadoff single, but then he got a little greedy here on the first pitch, and they throw him out pretty easily at second base.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. That guy's no slouch up there. He comes through with a solid single here.
The pitcher, Chad Billingsley, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Ben Revere stands in. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Ross is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Mike Foltynewicz set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Hit in the air out to right. Holt sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. But he's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. High and deep to straightaway right. Holt ranging back. Gone! So a two-run shot for Nick Markakis. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
First baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Chris Johnson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5, and we are tied 2-2. Ben Zobrist digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. High pop-up. And one gone in the Philadelphia third.
Batting third.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit, you get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Brock Holt will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Up next,
and he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Simmons is there for it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. A.J. Pierzynski is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Now the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
1-2, here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Franco has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
And you know what? It's not too often you can ground out with nobody on base and then get high fives from your dugout. But when you get a starting pitcher to burn through double-digit pitches to get you out, that's just a great at-bat.
Leadoff man retired for Cody Ross. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
And he takes ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
To short, hit hard. Throw to first will take care of him, and it's a good start to the inning for Billingsley. 2 away. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Melvin Upton Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Now in the box, Mike Foltynewicz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. The 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Bautista, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And now third base coach Bo Porter's going to wave him on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams. And he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
Stepping in now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Bautista going back on it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-2 Atlanta. Jose Bautista is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Counts 1-1.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lined hard toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
1-1.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Darren Ruff is on deck. Now this is swung on and missed by Beltre, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman
Darren Ruff is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And this will get right by Pierzynski to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. The 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Due up next is Salvador Perez. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
So striding in, Salvador Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. High strikes probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Johnson is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Into the box now, Chad Billingsley, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Ben Revere steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Now, even with the bases loaded, this is a green light situation on a 2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch in your location, and then you better let it rip.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
And now 3-1 here. And if this is a borderline pitch here, you got to let it go. This has to be in a perfect spot if you're going to have.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
You know, sometimes big pitches come very early in games, and this is going to be a big one here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, when you're working out there with a 1-run lead, you got to do everything you can to protect it. The number one thing, throw strikes. This command lets him down here, and the bases loaded walk. It's going to tie the ball game up.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Softly on a line to third. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Nick Markakis heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
First baseman number 5.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Chris Johnson now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
No strike.
That evens it up, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. This is hit softly to third. On it goes right through him into left field. The throw pulls him off the bag. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Andrelton Simmons ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. This one skied out toward right. Holt has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Into the box, A.J. Pierzynski, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. To first, scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Brock Holt comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. One and one. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ross moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Maikel Franco will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 25 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
In now, Jose Bautista. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Ready on 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I'm sure he'll say the damage is already done after serving up the lead, but you know, that's good fortitude to come back with the punch out. Now, he needed that.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Ross will make the catch out there, and that ends the inning. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-3 Phillies. Cody Ross will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hit to third. Beltre has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ball game.
Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Keep in mind now, The longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Will Nieves will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
If I'm managing this team, I don't need to see much more. He's given him a good outing, but judging by how hard that last ball was hit, I don't think he has a whole lot left.
Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound. And he's going to signal for the bullpen here, as that'll do it for Chad Billingsley. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Ken Giles will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away. So stepping in, Steve Lombardozzi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Giles is ready. Here it is on 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is a base hit, as that'll get the run in from third. And the Braves have come back to square up the ball game.
That's a nice swing of the bat right there. Hits that ball right on the button out to left field. That'll easily score that runner from third.
Nick Markakis will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. first and second now, one man out. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes to 2-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Now batting.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Beltre will make the catch to retire the side. Braves will settle for just the one. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we are tied 4-4. Chase Simmons will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth.
Number 54, Shane Simmons.
Darren Ruff will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth.
First baseman, Darren Ruff.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball one. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
One strike.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 4-4 is our score as we play the sixth. Hit hard on the ground to second. Lombardozzi scoops it up onto Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, pitcher, Ken Childs.
Eric Campbell will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 34, Eric Campbell.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Upton Jr. Still going back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, let's run through the sequence here on Show Track. He's going to try and wait him out up there. Looks at 3 straight balls and then the automatic take on 3-0. And finally he says, I got to swing sometime. He absolutely crushes this ball in the 3-1 pitch.
Now batting, center fielder, Ben.
Here's Ben Revere. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Ross going back on it. He gets there, but he missed it. Around second. He'll try for third, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well-deserved.
Ben Zobrist will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Hit out towards second. Lombardozzi is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. 7th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 5-4. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Lewis Coleman is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
31, Lewis Coleman.
Chris Johnson will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. The 0-1 on its way.
Nope.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. A runner at first with no outs here. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded by Beltre. Zobrist. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Boy, and that's just a tough turn at second as they go around the horn. Now, he's got to hang in there because he knows he's going to get upended. And in the end, they wind up getting just the force on the lead runner.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pierzynski. Off is Simmons. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Well, this is taking a chance late in the ball game. And it's going to wind up working out for him. They roll the dice and send that runner from first, and down by a run, it's an ideal hit and run that moves that tying run up to third.
Ryan Webb will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 59, Ryan Webb.
Cody Ross will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Bautista looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Here's the sequence one more time on show track. He looks at strike 1, looks at strike 2. Now that pitcher's got a false sense of security, and he unloads on the 0-2 pitch. He got all of that one.
Marco Estrada will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Estrada.
Into the box now, Melvin Upton Jr.
Melvin Upton Jr.
As this is on the ground softly down to third. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
That's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Gerald Laird will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Gerald Laird.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. And I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his first 2-bagger of the year. 3 runs already home here. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Ground ball right side. A dive. He's got it. He's up with it. The throw. Safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Nick Markakis will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he lays off there 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 7 and the Phillies 5. Jim Johnson will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Jim Johnson.
Leading off the inning, Brock Holt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
3-0 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Michael Franco will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Simmons on to Freeman, a double play.
Yeah, that's 4 straight pitches out of the zone that got him into trouble, but it only takes him 1 more pitch to get out of it. And they erase that leadoff walk here with a very well-turned double play.
Striding into the box, Jose Bautista. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Here he comes on 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Adrian Beltre would be next. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here's one that misses, and down to first goes Bautista. It's ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Jason Grilli will take over here with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 45, Jason Grilli.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
2 out with the man at first. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Two and 0. Here it is. Too high, and it's 3-0. Three and 0 pitch on its way, and a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted in the air out to center field. After it is Upton. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're down 7-5. Jake Diekman will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
63, Jake Diekman.
Leading off the inning, Freddie Freeman, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Freddie Freeman.
And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Chris Johnson digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Slider is right there. 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. Andrelton Simmons stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Now to the plate, A.J. Pierzynski. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set, and the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is a hallmark of this ball club. They grind out their at-bats. They're going to make you throw a ton of pitches.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They're still up 7-5. Luis Avilan is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Luis Avilan.
Leading off the inning, Darren Ruff. And they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Darren Ruff.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Salvador Perez will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a heck of trouble now.
Drew Stubbs will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Drew Stubbs.
Lance Caton will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Lance Caton.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
First and second here with nobody out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And another foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Ready with another 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Freddie Galvis will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 17, Freddie Galvis.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ben Revere. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Here it is. High and deep to right center field. Upton racing back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
And I think they catch a big break here defensively. I mean, this is a ball that's going to get all the way to the wall, yet that runner can only move up 90 feet to third base. That's a bit of a letdown.
Donnie Veal will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Ben Zobrist will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now.
Well, he's 0 for 4 coming into this at-bat, so I think he's happy to see a new arm out there. Maybe his luck will change.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, with one out, you got to take that, no matter how good it was.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And the throw in gets away from him.
And with one out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up one run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
A two-out hit here would be nice, but a two-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now.
With every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And the count will be full. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ross moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. 9th inning coming up. The Braves lead it 7-6. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Lance Payton will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 21.
Freddie Galvis will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Freddie Galvis.
Jonathan Papelbon will come on now and try to keep this deficit from getting worse.
Jonathan Papelbon.
Cody Ross will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts, let's take you back to inning number 7, and a big blow here as his 3-run home run accounted for perhaps the biggest blow of the ball game. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Papelbon comes set. Here's the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. You just fire that thing in there.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball. This is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Jr.
In now, Melvin Upton Jr. as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the 2 outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it, and he puts it away.
Rodney Hutchins will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You don't think there's a little adrenaline flowing out there right now?
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Steve Lombardozzi will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Braves strand 1 as they still cling to a 7-6 lead.
Your attention, please.
Ninth inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Michael Franco is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
The shortstop, Michael Franco.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Stepping in now, Jose Bautista, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Yeah, and now just 1 out away from wrapping up this one, and that would certainly be a good way to start the series if they could take Game 1 on the road.
Phillies down to their final out now, and digging in the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. That one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a swing and a miss, so the Phils are down to what could be their final strike now. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Fouled back. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
2 out, nobody on. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Here's another 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Hey, any way you can keep this game alive, you've got to take it. You know, it's just an infield single, but at least you keep that line moving up for one more hitter.
Lance Caton comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Just some more great work here by Kimbrough as he comes out of the bullpen to fire a scoreless 9th inning and pick up the save. And his stuff is nasty.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, the Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Nick Markakis. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 7-6.